The ocean covers 71% of planet Earth. We have mapped more of the surface of Mars than we have mapped of our own ocean floor. More than 80% of it remains unexplored, unobserved, and completely unknown to science. And in the parts we have explored, what we found down there is so strange, so alien, and so genuinely unsettling that marine biologists don't describe the deep sea as part of our planet. They describe it as another world entirely. Today we're counting down the top 5 most surprising facts about the deep sea. You will never look at the ocean the same way again. Let's go. Number 5. The deepest point on Earth is the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench, nearly 11,000 meters below the surface. To put that in perspective, if you placed Mount Everest at the bottom, its peak would still be over 2 kilometers underwater. The pressure down there is more than 1,000 times what you feel at sea level. The equivalent of 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of every square inch of your body. And things live there. Creatures that have evolved specifically to thrive in conditions that would crush a submarine in seconds. Fish with no eyes because eyes are useless in permanent darkness. Organisms that have never once experienced sunlight in the entire history of their species. Scientists estimate between 700,000 and 1 million species live in the deep ocean. Fewer than 10% have ever been identified. The majority of life on our own planet remains completely unknown to us. Every single deep sea expedition discovers new species. Not occasionally. Every time. Number 4. The anglerfish is already one of the most recognizable deep sea creatures. The glowing lure on its forehead. The enormous jaws. The teeth that curve inward so nothing that enters can escape. But the mating system is where it gets truly unforgettable. The male anglerfish is tiny, a fraction of the female's size. When he reaches maturity, he has one job: find a female. He has no lure, no stomach, just highly developed nostrils and a pair of jaws. When he finds her, he bites into her body. And he doesn't let go. His skin fuses with her skin. His bloodstream merges with hers. His eyes dissolve. His internal organs dissolve. Everything that made him a separate organism disappears, except the one thing he needs to fulfill his biological purpose. He becomes, permanently and literally, a part of her body. For the rest of her life she carries him, sometimes several of them, fused into her sides, providing what she needs, whenever she needs it. It is the most extreme case of sexual parasitism in the known animal kingdom, and it happens miles below the ocean you swam in last summer. Number 3. More than 80% of deep sea creatures produce their own light. In the permanent darkness below 1,000 meters, bioluminescence is not a novelty. It is the primary language of survival. Some creatures use it to hunt. Some use it to communicate with mates. Some use it defensively, producing sudden blinding flashes to startle predators the way shallow water squid use ink. But the strangest use is this. Certain fish produce light on their underside specifically to match the faint glow filtering down from above, eliminating their own shadow, making themselves completely invisible from below. An animal that hides not by going dark, but by glowing. Evolution invented bioluminescence independently at least 40 to 50 separate times across the history of ocean life. It is one of the most successful innovations in the history of our planet, and most people on that planet have never seen it. Number 2. The ocean contains black holes. Not metaphorically. Mathematical black holes, structures so perfectly self-contained that nothing inside them can escape. In 2013, mathematicians studying the Southern Ocean identified enormous rotating ocean eddies that satisfied the exact same equations used to describe the event horizons of black holes in space. The water at their outer boundary formed a closed loop so perfect that everything inside was completely trapped. These structures can measure up to 150 kilometers across. They travel across entire ocean basins carrying everything inside them: water, heat, nutrients, whatever marine life happened to get caught when they formed. They are invisible on the surface. No wake. Detectable only by satellite. The ocean is not a passive body of water. It contains structures that behave according to the same physics as the most extreme objects in the known universe. We swim in it every summer. Number 1. In 2023, scientists discovered that the seafloor is producing oxygen, in complete darkness, miles below the surface, in a way that should, according to everything we understood about chemistry, be completely impossible. For the entirety of scientific history, oxygen production has required sunlight. No light, no photosynthesis. No photosynthesis. No oxygen. The logic was considered airtight. Then researchers studying the Pacific Ocean floor found that ancient metal-rich rocks sitting on the seabed were generating small amounts of electricity through their chemical interactions with seawater. That electricity was splitting water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen in the dark, without any biological process, without sunlight. They called it dark oxygen. And if the finding holds up, and the research team stands firmly behind it, it rewrites the history of how life sustains itself on this planet. It also dramatically expands the range of places in the universe where life could exist, including the dark, cold, pressurized oceans believed to lie beneath the ice of Jupiter's moon Europa. We went looking for strange creatures in the dark water. We found something stranger. We found that the rules we thought governed life on Earth are incomplete, 80% unexplored. And it's already doing this. That's our top 5. If this video made you slightly less comfortable about the ocean, hit subscribe. There's plenty more where that came from. Drop a comment below with the fact that unsettled you most. See you in the next one.